Hello kids, today we are going to revise the lesson climate. So turn the page. Here let us revise portion is whole lessons revision given in some points. Okay, so we revise these points only. 1. Weather is the atmospheric condition of a particular place for a particular time. Weather is the atmospheric condition of a particular place for a particular time. 2. Climate is the 2. Climate is the average weather condition over a long period of time. Climate is the average weather condition over a long period of time. 3. The further one moves from the equator, the colder the climate becomes. The further one moves from the equator, the colder the climate becomes. 4. The higher a place is above sea level, the cooler is the climate. The higher a place is above the sea level, the cooler is the climate. 5. Coastal area. Coastal areas are cool in summer and warm in winter. Coastal areas are cool in summer and warm in winter. Okay kids, here lessons revision over. Now we are going to revise the exercise. Okay, so see, fill in the blanks by selecting the correct option from those given in the bracket. A. Options are given for every sentence: torrid, temperature and frigid. Torrid, temperature, frigid. Three words are there. A sentence is there. A hottest zone on the earth are called torrid. The hottest zones on the earth are called torrid. Okay. Second one, B. In the northern hemisphere, the frigid zone lies between the North Pole and the Antarctic Circle. In the northern hemisphere, the frigid zone lies between the North Pole and Antarctic Circle. Okay, Arctic Circle and equator, incorrect answers are there. C. Options here: mild, hot and humid, wet. C is the temperature zone has mild climate. The temperate zone has mild climate. D. Tundras are polar areas in the. Tundras are polar areas in the. What is the answer is there? Northern hemisphere. Tundras are polar areas in the northern hemisphere. Incorrect answers which are there? Southern hemisphere and oceans. Correct answer is northern hemisphere. See here kids, it is the correct answer, northern hemisphere. E. Dash given here. Options are desert, mountains and equatorial areas. Deserts do not have much humidity in the air. Yes, deserts do not have much humidity in the air. Okay, here fill in the blanks over. Now we are going to see the number 2. Question number 2. Tick the correct statements and cross the wrong ones. Tick the correct statements and cross the wrong ones. We already did it, but again once time we are going to revise. A. People prefer to go to hot places during summer. people prefer to go to hot places during summer? Wrong. So mark here cross. B. The South Frigid Zone. The South Frigid Zone lies between the South Pole and Antarctica Circle. The South Frigid Zone lies between the South Pole and Antarctic Circle. It is correct. C. Mumbai is located near the sea. Mumbai is located near the sea and thus has extreme climate. Mumbai is located near the sea, thus has an extreme climate. Wrong. It is not an extreme climate. D. The moisture-laden winds coming from the Arabian Sea bring a rain several parts of India. Yes, correct. E. Both the poles on the earth receive direct sunrays. Wrong. Both the poles on the earth receive direct sunrays. It's wrong. Now we are going to see the question answers. Answer the following questions. Question A. How is climate differ from weather? Explain with the example, with the help of an example. How is climate differ from weather? Explain with the help of an example. Weather refers to the atmospheric condition of a particular place at a particular time. Okay? Weather refers to the atmospheric condition of a particular place at a particular time. Climate, on the other hand, refers to the typical weather conditions. The Thar Desert is hot and dry. This is what we refer to climate of these regions, but the day of the same place are warmer and nights are cooler. This is called the weather change. Understood, kids? Next question. How does the climate in torrid zone differ from that in the temperate zone? How does the climate in the torrid zone differ from that in the temperate zone? The temperate zone have a mild climate, neither very hot nor very cold. Torrid zones have tropical climates that are hot and humid with an abundant rainfall. Okay, so next question. C. How does the distance of a place from equator influence its climate? How does the distance of a place from the equator influences its climate? The equator and the area around it are very hot, as these regions receive more sunlight for most part of the year. The equator and area around it are very hot, as these regions receive more sunlight for most part of the year. The further one move from the equator, the more diffused the sun's rays become and climate thus becomes less hot. This explains why places are away from the equator have a colder climate than those closer to it. The poles receive sun rays at a slant. Tundras are polar areas in the northern hemisphere. Understood, kids? Now we see last question. Where would you prefer to go in the summer and why? Where would you prefer to go in the summers and why? Where would you prefer to go in the summer and why? During summer, hill stations like Nainital, Ooty are favorite tourist spots as we go higher in altitude from sea levels. The places becomes cooler and have a pleasant climate. Even the summer months in such places are cooler. So We prefer to go in the summer in hill stations, to hill stations like Nainital and Ooty. Here our lesson, climate lesson revision over. Kids, you read the lesson, revise the lesson, revision points and exercise along with question answers. Next lesson is the equatorial rainforests. Next lesson is equatorial rainforests. So turn the page. We are going to revise the fourth lesson, equatorial rainforests. Now we are going to revise the lesson number 4, equatorial rainforests. Equatorial rainforests. So turn the page. See here, it is a let us revise the lesson. Lesson revise is there. Okay, whole lesson revised in some points. Point 1, forests are very important part of the Earth's biosphere. Forests are very important part of the Earth's biosphere. 2, the equatorial regions has a hot and wet kind of climate. The equatorial regions has hot and wet kind of climate. 3, number 3, the equatorial climate is ideal for rainforests. The equatorial climate is ideal for rainforests. Number 4, Zaire is an important country from the equatorial region. Zaire is an important country from the equatorial region. Fifth point is Kinshasa, the capital of Democratic Republic of Congo, is largest city and important river port. Kinshasa, the capital of Democratic Republic of Congo, is the largest city and is an important river port. Sixth point is Matadi is the biggest sea. Matadi is the biggest seaport and a modern city of Zaire. Matadi is the modern city and is the biggest seaport. Understood, kids? Here are lesson revision over. Now we are going to revise. Exercise. Fill in the blanks by selecting the correct option from those given in the bracket. Already we filled it when we learned the lesson, we solved the exercise. This time we are going to revise the lesson and exercise. Dash dash given, we filled by a evergreen. Evergreen forests are located in equatorial regions. Which one forest? Evergreen, right? Everybody written here evergreen, no? Okay. Evergreen forests are located in equatorial regions. B. The Republic of Congo lies to the west of Zaire. Options given, north, west, east. Answer is west. The Republic of Congo lies to the west of Zaire. Now see, in fill in the blanks, we written here Matadi. Matadi is the biggest seaport of Zaire. Matadi is the biggest seaport of the Zaire. Next one, D. Robusta. We filled by a Robusta word. Here given Zairo, Robusta, Rufena. Answer is Robusta. Robusta coffee is an important cash crop of Zaire. Robusta coffee is an important cash crop of Zaire. Last one is E. People who have settled in a village and practice farming or mining are mostly Bantu tribes. Bantu tribes. People who have settled in villages and practice farming or mining are mostly the Bantu tribes. Understood, kids? Pygmies and the Worli people is the incorrect answer. Only Bantu tribes. Next on the page. Here, number 2, give 3 examples for each of the following. Here, given types of forests, major food of crops grown in Zaire, etc. You read this one and give 3 examples for each one. Types of forests: evergreen forest, coniferous forest, deciduous forest. Now B, major food crops grown in Zaire. Major food crops grown in Zaire examples: maize, cassava, plantains. Maize, cassava, plantains. C, major cash crops grown in Zaire: Robusta coffee, coconut and rubber. Major cash crops grown in Zaire: Robusta, coffee, coconut and rubber. D, important cities of Zaire: Kinshasa, Matadi, Likazi. Important cities of Zaire: Kinshasa, Matadi, Likazi. E, seaport of Zaire: Seaport of Zaire, Banana, Bona, Matadi. Banana, Bona and Matadi are seaports of Zaire. F, important mineral of Zaire: Important minerals of Zaire: diamond, manganese and gold. Diamond, manganese and gold are important minerals of Zaire. Understood, kids? Now next question is 3. Answer the following questions. Answer the following questions. What is the first question? A, Zaire often experiences heavy rainfall during the day, especially in the afternoon. Why? Answer is A, Zaire often experiences heavy rainfall during the day, especially in the afternoon. Why? Answer, being in the equatorial region, Zaire experiences bright sunshine in the morning but becomes very hot by noon. The intense heat evaporates the water in its rivers, lakes and swamps. Hence, there is often heavy rainfall during the day, especially in the afternoons. Understood, kids? It is your A's question answer. Next, second question is, why are rainforests found in the equatorial region? Why are rainforests found in the equatorial regions? The equatorial regions has a hot and wet type of climate. These kinds of climate supports the growth of rainforests. These rainforests are found in different continents but are situated close to the equator. These evergreen rainforests receive ample warmth and sunlight and are thus very rich in flora and fauna. Understood, kids? Next question. See, why is Zaire also called the heart of darkness? See question, why Zaire is called the heart of darkness? Answer, the heavy rainfall and high temperature in the region results in luxuriant growth of vegetation. The evergreen forest, from the thick canopy of dark green leaves and the undergrowth which make it away from equator, have a colder climate than those closer to it. The pole receive sun rays at slant. Tundras are polar areas in the northern hemisphere. Okay? Understood, kids? Next one. Question D. Next question. Describe the rich wildlife of Zaire. Describe the rich wildlife of Zaire. Rainforests are home Rainforests are home to a rich and diverse variety of animals, birds, reptiles, and insects. There are commonly known animals as well as some rare animals such as bonobo, chimpanzees, gorillas, bonobos, and the apes are found here. A major attraction is the parrots and parakeets, cranes, eagles. These thick rainforests have deadly varieties of insects like bees, beetles, scorpions, insects, flies, centipedes, millipedes, termites, and ants. Understood? So, the Jair is rich wildlife forests. Rich wildlife of Jairs. Understood, kids? Next question, see. Write a short note on pygmies. Write a short note on pygmies. Answer is pygmies are the earliest inhabitant of this region and live in the dense forests. They enjoy dancing and music. They are short and stout people who live in a house made from tree branches, twigs, and leaves. Their main occupation is hunting and gathering honey and other forest produce. Understood? Here, our equatorial rainforest revision over. So, kids, you read the lesson, revise the revision, let us revision portion, and exercise also revise by head the question answers because you have exam SA1 exam soon. You have this exam, so you learn, do study. Understood? Thank you for watching the video.